Today's lesson, a marketing technique that works so well that makes cold traffic convert like warm traffic, and also why your customer acquisition cost is always going to rise over time. This is huge because I have stumbled upon, out of just testing, a cold traffic strategy that's going to convert people like they know you. And this is an absolutely astounding thing. The marketing problem gets worse as you grow. As we start getting marketing and we start our processes and start our procedures, right? What happens is we immediately get the easy people that are going to convert. And so when you first give your new shooter accelerator workshop, or you first give your first gun class, it's going to be really easy for you to get people to the door. And it's going to be really easy for you to get those people into additional training, because the people that are easy are always easy. And then it will become harder and harder and harder to get the same results. So we need to understand why scaling, why growing hurts your numbers before we fix it. And here's why. Because for me, over the last 3 months, my cost per acquisition has been steadily increasing. And if your cost per acquisition, right, if your cost per customer has also been increasing, I want you guys to comment in the chat, yes, it's going up. Because I know Murph and Josh and some others, like, we are seeing our costs go up also. But that is normal. It will never be cheaper than it is today for you to acquire a new customer. That's why it's so important to get started now, because it will never be cheaper for you to get customers than it is right now. And so what we need to do is we need to understand that in order for us to get started, we got to get started today. Tomorrow is not enough. We've got to get started today. As you become more well-known, you exhaust the people who know you, right? The easy people, we exhaust through them. We push through them. And then the algorithm starts pushing you into broader and broader and colder pools of people who are harder and harder to convince to take your class. Cold people, period, have never heard of you. They have no reason to trust you yet, and everybody's been scammed, robbed, right? Everybody's had their credit cards taken, right? They just assume that you're a scammer. They need more proof, they need more social validation, and they need more certainty before they buy it all. So your ad has to do more work today than it ever has before, but most ads are not built to handle this because we're just making ads. This is the core problem of what we're solving in today's lesson. So here's what cold traffic actually means, because a lot of times I have these presentations and I use language like cold traffic, warm traffic, and then I get on Zoom and people are still not sure what a funnel is or what the term means. And so when I'm talking about cold traffic, there is a spectrum of hot versus cold, right? So in general, a hot lead is somebody that wants to pay money and they're ready to do it today. Cold traffic is somebody who's never heard of you at all. And so the spectrum of buyer readiness is, first, people who know that you exist, they trust you, they just need a nudge forward. That's your warm traffic. Those are what we exist on when we're doing word of mouth advertising. And when you guys say to me, oh yeah, we're growing by word of mouth, right? It's warm traffic because they already know you, or at least know somebody that knows you, and they already trust you because they do trust the person that referred you. They just need a nudge to get into your class. That's the easiest people to move over. Then tepid, they've heard of you, they haven't committed, they probably don't know an actual offer that you have. Cold traffic, no idea who you are, needs proof, needs trust, and a reason to care. And then icy, right? These people are so skeptical that it's going to be almost impossible to get them to sign up. And as you scale, Facebook forces you further and further down this list, right? When you first run your ads, you're going to notice that a lot of people that sign up for your classes you've heard of before, or they heard of you, or you've run into them, or they're friends of friends. And then you go to colder and colder traffic. And so as you're doing that, the fundamentals still work, right? And I'm so excited to tell you, I literally sold 3 books while I was making this presentation this morning, right? This is proof that the fundamentals you're about to learn here in this training, they work. The issue is not that the market is changing, or I hear this, one of my closest friends, I love him to death, constantly tells me, when the economy gets better, my business will grow. And it's so frustrating because I know the solution to his business growth is that more people need to know he exists. But he's so convinced that it's the economy that is halting his business growth, that he no longer has the ability to control his own growth at his business. He's just a passenger in the seat. And that's so frustrating. So the issue isn't the economy. The issue is that reaching the people effectively, it gets harder. The game shifts from finding buyers to keep the acquisition costs under control while scaling, right? And so my goal, I told you guys about 6 months ago, I want to spend as much as humanly possibly on Facebook ads. I want you to do that too. Because if you're giving Facebook $1 and you're continuing to do that, that means that you're getting the money back. And so your goal should be to spend as much as humanly possible. But the problem is, as you grow, you need to keep those acquisition costs down. And if we just go to Facebook and double our ad spend right now, we'll double or triple our cost per acquisition, which stops us from actually really scaling. Every dollar that we waste on cold traffic that doesn't convert is $1 gone forever because you don't have an email address or a sale associated with that business or with that person. And the brands that win long-term are the ones who solve the cold traffic trust problem. And that's exactly what we are rolling through today. This is a magical moment for us in the Warrior Marketing Group coaching program. So I've gone over this before, but I really want you to know the customer awareness spectrum. Your audience is somewhere on this list. So as a customer understands a problem more and more and more, they migrate down the customer awareness spectrum. The easiest people to market to are at the top, and the hardest are at the bottom. So when we're talking about the customer awareness spectrum, we've got these 5 layers. They are unaware that they have a problem. They know that they have a problem, but they don't know the solution yet. They know that they have a problem, and they know that that there is a solution. They know that they have a problem, they know the solution, and they know of products that are available. And finally, they know that there's a problem, they know that there's a solution, they have tried several solutions that don't work, and that brings them to the most aware. And the hardest people to convert are the most aware. So in order for us to really hit the people who are unaware that they have a problem, all we need to do is interrupt them and explain that they have a problem, okay? So a for instance of this is, let's just use the firearm training example, okay? So Chet has a product that goes on the side of a gun, and this solves a problem that people don't know they have, which is controlling recoil and getting on target faster. And so in order for Chet to do great marketing and get people into his business, all he has to do is interrupt people with the pattern break and lead with a bold problem statement, right? And so that's all he needs to do, because people don't understand that they've got this problem. They know that they want to shoot better. They know that they own a gun, but all Chet's going to have to do is interrupt them with the pattern break, because they don't know that his solution exists. They don't even know that they have this particular problem. So he's able to just interrupt them with a pattern break, lead with a bold statement about how they're going to benefit, and it's going to be really easy to make those sales. He also doesn't have a whole lot of competition out there, so really easy to win on Facebook. Now, if we're dealing with classes, so for classes, all right, people out there are pretty much aware that they've got a problem, right? They're aware that the country is getting less safe. They're aware that more chaos is happening. They're aware that they've got a family to protect. They kind of get it. So right away, our customers are definitely problem aware, right? And for problem aware people, a little bit harder to teach than unaware. What we need to do is validate their pain. We need to say, yeah, you're right. You're not paranoid. You're a protector, right? You're not a paranoid person. You're a protector of your family, right? We need to validate their pain and show them that we understand their frustration deeply. And that's the way to reach those people. Then it gets even harder, because now they understand that there's a problem. So now they go to solutions. So when they have a problem, they go to Google and they search and they research and they say, okay, what is the solution? And so the problem aware people know that they have a problem, but they have no idea that a solution out there even exists. So the solution aware people, they know that there's a problem and they know that there is a solution because they've done their research and they know what classes are around them or what products they can buy to solve their problem. And so in order for us to reach those people at that level, we have to position our category, our product or service as the right method for them to solve their problem. We have to hit them at the right time. We have to hit them with the right messaging. And basically, we not only have to validate their pain and interrupt them with a pattern break, but we have to position our method as the best. Then the solution-aware people go from knowing that there's a solution to testing out solutions. And that's when they go to product aware. They now know about the specific products that can solve their problems. This is a much harder person to reach, because not only do we have to interrupt them with a pattern break, we also have to validate their pain. Then we have to convince them that our category is the best path, and we have to differentiate ourselves from our competition because these people know our competition exists. This gets even harder when the people who found out they had a problem, researched the solution, find products to solve, and tried those products, and those products have failed. That's when they go to the most aware. That's where our irresistible offer comes in. And so all of the H30K method is about, right, interrupting with a pattern break, validating their pain. We do this anyway. We advertise almost like we are attacking the most aware. And we find it easy in the beginning because we're hitting people higher up on the spectrum, right? We're hitting people higher up on the awareness spectrum. Is that we are creating our irresistible offer and we are understanding their pain. So our unaware and problem aware people are even easier for us to convert. So our marketing dollars even get better. But in order to target the most aware consumers, people who have been burned in the past and they have tried solutions and they didn't work, and now they don't think your solution is going to work, we have to interrupt with a pattern break, validate their pain, position your category as the best, differentiate, and make that offer irresistible. We have to do all of those things. And it takes more and more and more skill every level that we're marketing to. So the algorithm on Facebook is smarter than ever. And it was Murph in this group that first brought the Andromeda update to conversation in the group. And this is what's dominating all of our lives now. Facebook is pushing you into a broader and broader, much more cold traffic than it used to have to, because it runs out of unaware, problem aware, solution. And now we get into the harder people to convert. So at the same time, the algorithm is getting dramatically better at reading your creative. And it's getting dramatically better at understanding what people are going to respond to before they even see the ad. It sees faces. It sees gender. The algorithm sees expression and energy. It sees clothing. Are you wearing a professional, casual, tactical, or lifestyle attire? It notices what you're wearing now. It sees tone. If you're confident, nervous, authentic, or scripted, it sees that. It sees who reacts to which piece of content and which type of person is on camera at any given time. It then finds more people who look and act like those people who have already responded to your ads. That means that your creative has to match the audience better than it ever has before. Generic ads get punished with low responses. Authentic human ads are getting rewarded. And AI, in my opinion, I just had this conversation with Jim this morning. I do not believe that AI, I'm going to test it because we always test, right? But I don't think AI can do this yet. So we need to level up our skill set. The rules have changed. The old game was we make an ad, we push traffic, we hope it converts, and we repeat it until it stops working. Then we panic at that point and we start over. And the old game was all about creating new ads, right? So I literally would create 10 ads and I would test the same ad, a different background color, a different color of the text, a different, slightly different wording, right? And the ads I'd have 100 different ads, slightly different. That doesn't cut it anymore. Now, 100% of those ads need to be 100% different. The new game is that we need to build trust faster than our competition. We need to match the message to the awareness level that we're going for. We need to feed the algorithm human. This is what's working for me. I've tested AI in the past and nothing has converted for me. Human, believable, creative, authentic. We need to systematically collect social proof, which means we need to systematically collect social proof. If you do not have a folder on your desktop right now that says testimonials, and every comment or picture or video or email or text that you get, you have a screenshot or a copy of in that folder, today is the day. Literally pause, minimize this screen, go on your computer's desktop, right click, and just create a folder called testimonials. If you don't have one right now, you are behind the game. I not only have a testimonials folder, but it has hundreds of pieces of creative in there. If I see an ad on Facebook commenting, hey, Andy's the man, I screenshot it, put it in testimonial. If I see a comment on Facebook and it says, I took his class, it was great, screenshot it, put it in my testimonials folder. You need to save that folder and have it ready to go. The social proof in the day of AI is going to be more and more important so that you can scale with confidence because the math works. The difference between these two games is the trust infrastructure that you're going to set up. Okay. That's the difference between these two games. And so here's what changed for me. I launched new ads using testimonials in a new way this week. And here are the numbers. My cost per acquisition went from $121.84 on average over the last 30 days to $10.15 per book sale. That's a 91.67% drop in acquisition cost. I have told you guys, I'm okay spending $100 on a book sale. I'm all right with that because ultimately I can get that money back. But why would I be okay spending $100 on book sales when I can sell books for $10.15 in ad spend, right? My cost per acquisition went down 91%. That's huge. My average order value at the same time went from $31.92 on average to $39.58 per book sale. That's a 24% increase just from the ad creative itself. My revenue, my return on ad spend is 14.88. That's the combined improvement on these two metrics. So bottom line is, when I started using testimonials in my ads, each customer became more valuable. And at the same time, it became cheaper to get that sale. And that is so rare. It's so rare. This is such a big win. I can't even stress how big this is. And it happened in literally overnight. Literally overnight. And the only variable that changed was me switching to a testimonial first ad test. This is not theory. This is a live results from my campaigns. And if it's working this dramatically for me, it's going to work for you also. And why this is happening is one word, and that word is trust. That's why I constantly have a conversation with people in this group, and they say, hey, I'm not cool with having a deposit for class. I want to charge the whole thing because it's way more convenient for me, right? And I hear that every day. Your business is your business. You do you, boo, okay? But if you want to have low cost per acquisition, what you need to do is you need to start from a place of low trust. And you need to think, if I'm a person and I don't trust somebody yet, am I better off giving a $10 deposit to lock in my spot or giving $75 up front and not knowing what's going to happen to my money, right? I mean, bottom line, because they don't trust us yet. They don't trust us until they're in person with us, in person, and they see that we're a real human. Testimonials compress the skepticism. It brings that skepticism cloud down. It does the convincing before the sale even happens. They let strangers borrow certainty from someone who has already said yes. So other people have said yes to you. And now strangers are borrowing that trust from that person who's had a great experience with you, and they're now able to convert easier. They give the algorithm a human pattern to find more buyers just like them. So if you start getting testimonials, video testimonials from an Asian person who's 54 years old and a white dude who's 29, right? And an overweight female who's 36 with 3 kids, right? And she says that in her testimonial, right? It's going to reach the different avatars. And Facebook is taking those videos and putting that video in front of the people that actually represent the same genre. You get a lower resistance without having to sound more salesy or pushy. And these are going to work at every stage of the awareness spectrum. In fact, are the solution to the most aware people. This is the solution. They are the single highest leverage asset in any paid traffic business. If you want to fill your classes, you need to have a video testimonial strategy from today forward, and we're going to show you how. So the real benefits for me, 91.67% lower cost per acquisition, 24% higher average order value, and overall metrics of 15 times the performance. That means more buyers from the same ad spend, more room to scale profitably, more room to make mistakes, more trust with colder traffic, less pressure on perfect writing because, you know, even your landing page can stink, but if you build that trust, it doesn't matter if it stinks, right? Better creative matching inside the algorithm and a stronger ad account over time. That is the huge thing. And so this creates a huge problem for us, okay? Andromeda creates a huge problem. So the benefit of Andromeda, and I actually think that Andromeda is a fantastic thing for the industry. I think it's amazing. The problem is that our ad creative our ads are gonna go stale way faster, right? Here's an example. Josh had ads that were killing it, and Josh's ads overnight tanked. And while he was down here in Florida, he said two things. Number one, I'm never gonna be a firearm instructor. And number two, I hate being on video and I'm not gonna do that either. And so while he's in Florida, we're standing on a beach, just on a lake, and Jim busts out his cell phone and he records Josh, and he just says, "Josh, go." And Josh was forced to make a video. And Josh made this video in 3.5 minutes, right? And it turns out that his video is now the top performing video of his ad set. It was one new ad, right? And Josh, unmute real quick and just give us a quick overview of how that new video is working.
Yeah, no, that new video is unfortunately working great. The cost per acquisition is about half of what the other ones were, and since I think the 9th of when that went live, we've had 10 or 11 signups for the new shooter accelerator from that ad, and the CPA was like $11.
Yeah, $11 CPA off an ad that he didn't want to do, and he says that's unfortunate because now he's going to be responsible for making his own ads, right? And that is, you know, the unfortunate reality. Jim, I saw you unmute. Oh, maybe I didn't see Jim unmute. Yeah. So the second thing that I want to say about that, and Murph, I'll tag you in just a second. The second thing I want to say about that is, and this is just rubbing it in his face a little bit. The entire weekend I was like, Josh, you got to be an instructor. You got to be an instructor. And Josh was like, no, never. Josh just taught his second. This week he taught first and second new shooter accelerators, and both of them he closed invitations. The first one, only one person could actually accept the invitation because the other ones were from overseas, and he closed that one. And then the second one, he closed 3 people in the new shooter accelerator, right? So awesome performance. Welcome to that side of life, Josh. And I hate to say it in front of everybody, but I told you so. Go ahead, Murph. Space bar.
I hit the space bar. Nothing happened.
Nothing works.
I fucking hit the space bar, kid. I'd like to see the ad if we can at the end.
Josh, can you get ready to share your screen? Is it going to take you a second to? If it takes you a second, give me a thumbs up. If you have it ready, hit share now.
Dude,
It'll take me a second.
All right, it'll take him a second. So
something that works, I want to steal it.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I'll even share some of my ads if you want. A lot of you guys are in my ads, and so I'll even share those. So creative fatigue, which means your ad stops working because people already see it. It is the hardest part of your entire business right now. If your ads are not working, and it's maybe the ads that I created for you, you need new ads, right? You should have a content plan to create new ads every single week. Every single week. The more you spend, the more ads you need. Any ad, no matter how good it is, eventually stops working. And in today's Andromeda time, it stops working fast. The more that you scale your business, the more ad spend that you spend, the faster it fatigues. I was producing about 25 new videos every week in order to keep up, and yet my acquisition costs were still going up. I was getting to a point, guys, that I was like, I've reached every firearm instructor in the country, right? And that's just not true. My ads just sucked, right? Go ahead, Josh. And did you share with sound? No, he didn't share with sound. Can you share it? Can you do it directly from the ad account, or is it the exact same video to be sure?
It's the exact same video. I can share from the ad account if you want. It'll just I keep forgetting where to go find that
Yeah,
preview.
just share. As long as it's the exact same video, you can share it
It's
however
the
you want.
exact. Yeah.
Yeah. Gives me a good break to grab my water here.
Hey, this is Josh from High Caliber Training Center, enjoying a great day at the lake with family. Just wanted to let you know about our new Shooter Accelerator program. If you want to become comfortable and confident on the range, normally this class is $249, and today it is $75, plus bring a friend for free at High Caliber Training Center.
I mean, look at how silly and easy that ad was. So when I say silly, I mean like, it's silly that Josh wasn't doing this week before, right? If you're not making ads today, it's silly, right? You know the solution to your business is new ads. And I think that the reason that ad worked is because he's just chill. He's just a human. He's like, hey, I'm at the lake with some friends, and here's the deal. Take my class or don't, right? Your choice. And eventually that ad is going to go stale. But right now it has dropped his cost per acquisition, increased the amount of people that signed up, and it's one new ad. It's one new ad, right? One new ad changed his entire campaign. So the goal, so I was at 25 new videos a week, and that was sufficient to keep my cost per acquisition at $100. And I was just like, okay, this is just life. This is just life. My cost per acquisition is $100. Every time I give Facebook $100, I sell a book. That's life, right? My goal as of today is now to 4x that. I'm going to be producing 100 new video ads every single week. And in order to do that, I have to hire a new graphic designer, a new video designer. I've maxed out what I've got. And so the goal is not about being busy. It's about feeding the machine fresh trust assets every single day. Without a system to collect video testimonials every single day, you will always be behind. And most businesses, in fact, most people in this room have zero video testimonials, right? If you have zero video testimonials, in the chat message down below, I want you to just write the word zero so I know that you have zero testimonials. That way I can see like zero video testimonials, right? Josh says zero. Yeah, I feel like most of us have zero video testimonials, right? Mike said he just started collecting them. Mike is always kind of one chapter ahead of us, which is awesome. Yeah, most of us, right? Absolutely zero. Zero zip nada from Kim. Kim, did you see that you were on the leaderboard for the reviews? I think you're in like position 7 or 8 for most new reviews. So the fatal 5 mistakes that kill testimonials, right, is that you guys are waiting too long to collect social proof. If you're not doing it right now, obviously you're waiting too long. But by the time we ask, customers have moved on and the emotion's gone, right? Or we ask for testimonials casually, like I think we mentioned, Sean mentioned earlier. He's like, yeah, I just kind of mentioned, but you know, we do it a little bit too casually, right? And so we're getting vague, unusable responses that we can't use in our advertising anyway. Or we don't organize what we collect. Guys, this is so important. We have to organize what we collect, right? You've got to have a folder on your computer that organizes your testimonials. Tammy says, can you show us what a testimonial-based ad looks like? We have a testimonial based without, yes, I'll show you in a second what mine look like. So they do not need to turn them, we do not need to turn them into, or we don't turn them into usable ad creative, or we treat our testimonials like they're nice extras that would be nice to get. I will go ahead and share my screen and show some of my video testimonials here. Let's see, just go to yesterday and today. And my cost per acquisition on these here. Here is an example. I need to make sure that I am sharing with sound also. I don't think I did. Yes, I did. And optimize for video. Here we go. All right, good old Shawnee. Here we go. Is Shawnee on the call? Shawnee, you here? Thank you for being my awesome video testimonial, Shawnee.
So far, I've had 42 people buy. My cost per person is at $6.45. I sell the tickets for $25 and I upsell.
Firearm instructors and shooting ranges, each one of these envelopes is a book going out to shooting ranges and firearm instructors across the country. I trained 30,000 students in firearm safety, and I finally sat down and wrote it all down into my book, the H30K method. This is my method of exactly how I got all 30,000 students to sign up, show up, and follow up. And if you know that marketing is the whole in your business, I want you to grow, and I want you to grow as fast as I did. So grab my book right now, and I'm going to give you over $600 in business building bonuses. Plus, I'll send you my top 7 marketing tips into your inbox over the next 7 days. And on top of that, I'll even give you free shipping. So grab my book right now before an instructor near you does.
So far.
Okay, so urgency, scarcity, I hit all of them. I'll show you one more. Thank you, Mr. Sean, for this one. This one is doing very well also. And this one is Mr. Sean.
Classes are filling up. As far as the new shooter accelerator, we're kicking butt. They're filling up. We're getting emails. So, hey, when's your next class? It's huge because the majority of the people that are coming in for these classes, it is their first time. It's bringing in new people. They get to see the range. I mean, the benefit's huge as far as like getting returning customers. And yeah, they're not only just paying for the class, but buying the ammo, the day of and all of that.
Each one of these envelopes is a book going out to shooting range. I think I even have Andre in here. Andre, you want to see yours? Is this Andre? No, this is Mike.
Well, we've definitely 10x'd our customer or our student base, which is awesome, and getting closer to being able to retire.
Each one of these. Thank you, Mike. And let's see. I thought I had Andre and firearm instructors and shooting ranges. Each one of these envelopes. I thought I had Will and Andre, but I guess I don't. Firearm instructor. Yeah, I guess I don't. So that's the example, right? And so I'm showing a testimonial to build the truth, and then I'm giving the offer, right? And that's what's killing it right now. And so that's what I want you guys to do also, especially Tammy, for you, for sure. I mean, 100% for you. And okay, so the smart move is that if trust is the lever, collecting testimonials must become systematic. I'm going to say that again for the people in the back. Collecting video testimonials it needs to be a system that you guys do. And so I want to introduce today a new video testimonial tool inside of Momentum HQ. This is a brand new feature that has never existed before, and you guys just got 100% access to that. Please resend the text that you accidentally sent too early before to everybody so they have it fresh in their inbox right now. Sorry, my AI sent you guys a text that should not have happened until right now, and it got confused, and so I'm having it resend that text to you right now. What I want you guys to do right now is everybody pull out your phone. You should be getting another text from me, and I want you to click on the link that I just sent you. The link that I just sent you is a link to a new video testimonial feature that is now inherently alive inside of Momentum HQ. This makes it so easy for you to solicit video testimonials from each one of your people. Does everybody have the link? Everybody can see it? Give me a thumbs up if you're on video. Can everybody see it? Okay, everybody can see it. Murph, you don't have it?
Second one hasn't gone out. First one went out, not the second.
Okay, let's see what it said.
I got the second one.
It's still analyzing the response. That's why. Please send that directly to Murph at Murph? What's your email address?
Okay, it just came out.
It just came out. Okay,
It's working.
A
It is
text
working.
or an email?
well, if you didn't get the text, you didn't get the text at all.
No.
What's your cell phone number?
781.
Please text it
316.
directly to an account with 781.
Oh, I got it. Did I get it? Let me see. No. Nope. I don't have it, dude.
Yeah, please text it directly to an account that's 781
316
316
4782.
4782. I'm going to see if it'll be able to handle that. So you're not going to do this right now, but I want to show you how easy this is. Okay. This is how easy it is. I just had my AI text it to you, right? And so this tool is the shortcut that makes cold audiences buy faster, because you're going to be able to collect video testimonials automatically, organize them by product, outcome, and audience, turn raw videos into ready to run creative, and feed the algorithm with the human proof that it so desperately needs. This is huge. And so I know I ask a lot from you guys as far as testimonials go. So today, I'm going to give back a little bit. We are launching a new contest. This one is only 30 days long because I want you to get started immediately. What I want you to do is I want you to build your own video testimonials from your customers. First place, the amount of new video testimonials that you get from real customers, first place 30 days from today is $500 cash. Second place 30 days from today is $250 cash. Third place is $100 in cash. So what I want you to do is I want you to go into Momentum HQ after today's call, and after I've got a couple of pieces of homework for you, but at some point today or Monday, I want you to go into Momentum HQ and get this started. I don't even need to teach you how to do it. It's so easy. And what you need to do is you need to get video testimonials for this submitted within 30 days from a real customer or student. It needs to be at least 20 or 30 seconds long and specific enough to be usable in real marketing. And the way to make it specific enough to be usable in real marketing is I want you to copy the questions that you're going to write your video testimonials for me today with. So my first question is, where were you and your business before the H30K method, right? And what you're going to answer is, my business was, failing. I wasn't able to fill my classes. I was so stressed out. I wasn't able to spend time with my family, right? The second question is, what would have happened if you hadn't solved the problem? So now you're digging into pain deeper, right? So my business could have shut the doors. I was, running behind on my bill, whatever the case may be. And then the third question is your pivotal moment, which is now, what is your business like after the H30K method? Oh, I'm filling my classes. I'm making money. I'm spending time with my family. I'm less stressed out, right? All the things. So what you want to do with your customers is before, pain, after. So question for you would be, how did you feel about firearms before you took our class? Oh, I was nervous. I didn't really understand what to do. Next question. What would have happened, or what could have happened to you and your family if you hadn't taken training? Oh, somebody could have gotten hurt. I couldn't have been able to protect myself. Where are you at now? Oh, yeah, now I can defend my family and protect my home, right? So it's before, pain, after. That's our process, okay? And so we want to prompt them to have that. And so if you follow that link today and make me a video testimonial by answering those questions, all you have to do is answer those questions. And ladies out there, I don't care if you're wearing makeup or not, and neither does the algorithm, right? Neither does the algorithm. Do it today because there are people out there that want to hear from you. So if you make me a video testimonial today and submit this form and do this for me today, I'm going to do some things for you. Number one, you've got 3 options that I will give back to you if you make me a video testimonial using this feature today. Option 1, I'm going to give you a 30-minute Zoom strategy call directly with me. So if you're in group coaching and you do not have that feature, we're going to meet on Zoom and talk about your business specifically and how I would grow your business in your shoes. Honestly, this is the most valuable thing that I can offer you, is because in that 30-minute Zoom session, I'm going to look at your ads or look at your business process or wherever you're at, and I'm going to give you a path to the future. Option 2 is I'll personally make you a video for your Facebook ads account. I will personally stand in front of my Zoom camera and make you a video. And it won't be a video testimonial. It'll be a video about come join this class. And I'll stand in front of my green screen and I'll make you your next video that you can put on Facebook. That's hugely valuable. Also, or number 3, I'll send you a $50 Amazon gift card, right? Probably not the most effective one, but if you feel like, hey, my ads are doing just great and I definitely don't need Andy, right? Take the $50 Amazon gift card and go buy yourself a pony, okay? Whatever you guys want to buy. And this is what I'm going to do for you in exchange for that video testimonial today. And remember, starting today, 30 days from today, $500 first place for the most video testimonials, $250 second place for the most video testimonials, $100 third place for most video testimonials in that 30-day session.